Companies in the United States and Canada are routinely granted patents on living organisms or their seeds. The most well-known patented living organisms are Monsanto's Roundup Ready crops. Roundup Ready crops have been genetically modified in such a way that they're not harmed by the herbicide Roundup. This genetic modification allows farmers to apply Roundup to their fields, thereby killing weeds, without harming the plants that the farmers will go on to harvest and sell. Patents on organisms such as Roundup Ready crops have real-world consequences. These patents give companies a right to monetary compensation if a person profits from planting their patented crops or seeds without paying a licensing fee. A famous court case in which Monsanto exercised their patent rights comes from Canada. The case is called Monsanto Canada Inc. v. Schmeiser. The case involved a canola farmer by the name of Percy Schmeiser. In 1997, Schmeiser discovered that some of the canola in his field was Roundup Ready canola, despite the fact that he had never purchased Roundup Ready canola seed from Monsanto. His neighbors, however, did grow Roundup Ready canola, so it is possible that the seeds simply blew into his fields. After discovering that his field contained Roundup Ready canola, Schmeiser chose to use seed from those plants for his 1998 crop. Court documents suggest that as a result of this decision, Schmeiser's 1998 crop of canola was 95 to 98% Roundup Ready. In Canada, Monsanto has a patent on seed for Roundup Ready canola. After Monsanto discovered that Schmeiser's field contained unlicensed Roundup Ready canola, Monsanto sued Schmeiser. The case made its way to the Canadian Supreme Court, where the court held that Schmeiser did violate Monsanto's patent. The court wrote, quote, "Monsanto's patent gives it a monopoly over the patented gene and cell. By cultivating a plant containing the patented gene and composed of the patented cells without license, the appellants thus deprived Monsanto of the full enjoyment of its monopoly." There are many important ethical questions raised by the case of Monsanto Canada Inc. v. Schmeiser, and by the granting of patents on living organisms or their seeds. One important ethical question raised by such patents is whether it should be possible for people or companies to be granted patents on living organisms or their seeds. Is the government behaving wrongly, even if they're behaving legally, when they enforce such patents? To figure out whether they are, it's necessary to think about what justifies patents in the first place. Why is the government ever justified in enforcing patents? It turns out that this is a question about which there is a lot of disagreement, even among lawyers, law professors, and philosophers who specialize in questions about patents and intellectual property. This will be the topic for our next video.